Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of August 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It is going to be this month that on the 12th of the month, we will have this month's full moon. Now, this is a very interesting full moon. It is one of the more challenging full moons that I've seen, I have to say. If you think about last month, we had a very intense full moon, but it still had these harmoniously supportive elements to it. This energy is a little bit different because it has an element of restriction, but also truth and breakthrough and discomfort, but also activity and progress as well. For you, this full moon is taking place at the top of your sky, having to do with career, having to do with your alignment with purpose and your understanding of a higher, more loving vision for your life. The full moon will be happening close in the sky with Saturn. So that is the principle of limitation, of feeling held back in some way, feeling restricted in some way, can be part of this time. But the other layer of understanding to what's playing out here, well, it has to do with the fact that Uranus is speaking to this full moon in a conversation of tension, a square formation, as we say in astrology. And this square is denoting activity, yes, tension, surprises, needing to act quickly, having realizations that feel like they change everything for you. With this energy, I feel like if there is some promotion or perhaps there's an interview or audition situation, just know that it may end up going in directions you really hadn't anticipated. The reality of what the opportunity actually is from what you thought could be dramatically different at this time. Where there may be a hope or a sense of momentum of progress in a particular direction, this is where you gain some very valuable insights that may have you questioning whether or not this is an opportunity that you actually even want. For some, this is going to be some really dramatic changes in terms of a boss very quickly leaving, in terms of your status very quickly changing in some way, in terms of you realizing some goal that you've been pursuing just isn't for you anymore. It isn't what you want to be doing anymore for whatever reason, and going a whole other way. Dramatic changes are possible here, along with truly unexpected opportunities that have you scrambling very quickly, where you've been very invested in a particular outcome. That's where this moment of truth, this reality check, can feel that much more shocking. So it becomes that much more important to do your best and surrender the rest under the light of this full moon. It does suggest that what is for you is going to be for you, is going to come together for you, and that you are, in your own way, making progress. And if that matters to you, then it matters. And that things can come together, sometimes as part of the mystery, even better than anything you could have planned for yourself. And I feel like that is a big part of the lesson for many Taurians out there right now. That whatever it is that you may be envisioning as like an incredibly big request of the universe may actually be very small in comparison to what the universe has planned for you. And so where it is that you can practice faith, acceptance, and surrender, to do your best and surrender the rest, really is part of how you gain strength and make the most progress at this time. What aligns is going to come together very naturally, very quickly, and in ways that enliven you. And what doesn't feel like it wants to align, that's okay as well, because ultimately it is part of a larger plan, aligning you with something even better than anything you could plan for yourself. As we move late into the month, It is going to be on the 27th that we have this month's new moon. Now, this new moon is an interesting one. It is happening in fellow earth sign Virgo, a part of the sky for you that has to do with what you want in your heart of hearts in every area of life. But this particular new moon is going to be speaking in a conversation of tension with Mars. Mars at this point is going to be in a financial part of your sky, having to do with money you earn, money you spend, but it also connects you to self-love and self-esteem. And so on the one hand, this could be some sense of you wanting to begin a creative project of some kind, trying to figure out the resources and how they might come together for that, maybe part of the picture of this time. This may also have to do with the children in your life as well. Children you have, children that you want. Your fertility may really feel like it surprises you at this time. But the other layer of understanding to this is wanting to look at where it is that you can either be present for or have the resources for a child that is in your life right now, and wanting that to come together can be a characteristic of this time. This part of the sky also has to do with happiness and what is genuinely fun for you, and the determination to have fun may surprise you at this time. I would be a little weary though. This part of the sky does have to do with gambling as well. And so it's okay to make a calculated bet that is ultimately rooted in self-trust or rooted in trusting your creativity and taking a chance in that regard. That's a wonderful way to use this very creative energy. But as I like to say, don't bet the farm, especially with energy like this. You're going to have to be very mindful and cautious of the different layers of understanding as to the gains and maybe not so potential gains that could be on offer at a time like this. But for all that, there is a sense now of change, a sense now of new beginnings that are truly meant to empower you to trust your heart that much more. Now, where it comes to matters of love, let's talk about this new moon as well, because in addition to what I mentioned, this part of the sky has to do with what you want in your heart of hearts, including in love, flirtation, and romance as well. Now, there's another layer of understanding to what's happening this month, and that is as we begin the month, Mars is in your sign and will be there right to the 20th of the month, particularly right in the middle of the month. Around the 14th is when Mars is going to speak in supreme harmony with Pluto. I love this energy for you. Mars is a principle of courage, but also of physical awakening as well. So this energy can make you feel very motivated to connect with others. This becomes very true if you are open to meeting someone new. Now, in the context of connecting with new people, I love Mars in your sign. It makes you gutsy. It makes you get out there. There's a desire and motivation to experience closeness with other people. And I think some of that is going to feel very rewarded in ways that feel deeply transformative to you, especially right around the middle of the month. But as we get to that new moon late in the month, I feel like that is a moment of looking at what you really want in your heart of hearts, in love, and in all kinds of ways. There could be a very powerful flirtation that is filled with all kinds of static and filled with this very powerful electricity, but also an element of inconvenience as well. Now, what you do with it is always up to you to decide in light of your unique circumstances. For those of you just starting to date somebody, well, look, I love the energy in the first part of the month with Mars in your sign. It does make you feel that much more bold and that much more proactive in wanting to get to know this person and spend time with them. However, as we get to that new moon energy around the 27th, I feel like there could be some awareness or some frustration, whether that is around this person, whether or not it's working, whether that is around someone new that shows up. Some of these types of scenarios can transpire. Now, I would add that energy with the new moon and Mars does suggest that love and money do not mix with someone that you're just getting to know. So that's something that you may have to be cautious of as well. For those of you in an established bond, well, look, the energy of that new moon could bring a focus on the children in your life. That is possible now. Or maybe a desire to just experience a greater feeling of love with your partner, a greater sense of romance could be very much on the surface and part of the frustration that might be there at that time. When Mars is in your sign, though, for almost the first 3 weeks of this month, well, That just suggests that your patience with your partner can at moments wear thin. And yet we have that beautiful moment right in the middle of the month of tremendous bonding and sharing. It is a deeply transformative moment, but it's also a moment that can be very all or nothing. For some Taurians out there, that means a renewal of love. I would say for most Taurians out there, there's a depth of bonding happening between you and your partner that feels meaningful and transformative right around the 14th. For a very small percentage of Taurians out there, if you know you're not in the right relationship for you, well, it is that energy mid-month that inspires you to summon courage to make a change. What I love about this month for you, well, look, the 14th of the month, right? And give it a couple of days on either side because we've got this beautiful Mars trine Pluto energy. I love this energy with Mars in your sign at that. This is truly an easy access to power that feels right at your fingertips. And it's a deeply transformative energy as well. Whatever it is that you desire to change through your own focus and action, really, you will be able to summon those very forces to have your will, and I would even go so far as to say the will of the universe, go in a direction that you desire to create meaningful change through your own focus. Change that can last for a very long time to come. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, where you get expanded exclusive video scopes, access to live events. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. Choose your membership rate is on right now at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. I look forward to meeting you there in the Superstar space. Link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.